What's happening, Wisdom Warriors of Light? Back at it for another video. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing, man? If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, comment, like, share, do it all so we can grow this freaking channel, this beautiful place, this beautiful community filled with so much love. And yeah, man, with that being said, man, we're building a beautiful community that we all can share and express and be our authentic, true selves, heart-centered, just being kind and loving. Like, we all, down to our core, that's what we all are. I mean, legitimately, if you take away all the hurt and the trauma and the pain that we've all gone through incarnating in this life, beneath all of that is love. Beneath all of that is kindness, compassion, empathy, caring, you know, and deep down we all want to be that way, you know. I mean, legitimately, deep down we all want to be that way, but there's these subconscious programs that have been instilled within us in situations we've gone through and experienced in life. And you know, at the end of the day, like I said, man, it all comes down to healing within ourselves. And if we want to make change in the world, in the external, in the 3D, then we have to heal ourselves. You know, it all boils down to, at the end of the day, what I know maybe a lot of people won't like what I have to say, and that's okay. You don't have to watch the video. You can go to another video, you can unsubscribe, you can do whatever you feel like doing. You have free will and you have choice, and you can make that choice. But the bottom line is, man, at the end of the day, you know, we are the creators. We're creating. We can sit here and point the finger at some external being, some, you know, bigger form, but we've created this earth. We've created our experiences we've created. And the more and more I open my mind and consciousness, now, mind you, tomorrow I may feel something different. You know, I may think differently. I may feel differently. Somebody may come with a different perspective, and it may change how I feel and you know, the way I view things and see things. I'm gonna flip the camera so you guys can get a look at the view instead of a look at me, you know. But you know, at the end of the day, it really does come down to you know, what do we want to see in the world, and about making changes or choosing differently, you know, choosing differently than what we've been choosing. And maybe it hasn't been working, and maybe you haven't been, you know, thriving, because I heard this beautiful statement from the council, you know, and alive is thriving, thriving is alive, and if you're not thriving, you're not alive, you know. And I always would say so many times that I feel like I'm thriving in the warm weather more than I feel like that being the case when it's cold outside. But that's just an external circumstance, you know, that I'm starting to realize and come back to a place where I realize that the external circumstances don't choose how I feel internally, you know. And no one can make you feel a certain type of way. It's your choice to feel that way in that experience, you know. And we have choice to choose every now moment. If you don't like the situation you're in, then change it, you know. I understand there's a lot of circumstances, you know, but it all boils down to choice. At the end of the day, it really does boil down to choice. And I realized that going through the last couple things I went through, it's like we sit here and we give away our power and say, well, man, like this person, well, the way I used to think is like I was being victimized, and not to say that there isn't hurting people out there, you know. I'm not saying that at all, because there is. Do you choose to stay in it? Do you choose to allow it? Do you choose for that individual to do that to you? You know, and I mean, really, at the end of the day, you know, what do you want to see in your world? What do you want to create in your world? How do you want your world, excuse me if I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm trying to make a turn. And, you know, what do you want to choose for you? You know, are you happy with how you're going about your daily life? Are you happy with the circumstances in your life? I've been making massive changes, I would say, in the last few years. For me, there's still things that I need to change and choose differently, and I'm doing it, and I'm working on it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm observing it, and I'm staying present with it, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I've been experiencing back issues for many years, tightness in my hamstrings, not being able to stretch. I've been getting warning signs over and over again from my body, and I finally have decided to make that change, to choose differently, to say, you know what? I don't want to experience this anymore. I want to be flexible. I want to be able to bend and move my body in ways that I never was able to move them before. So you know what? I chose to undergo and take classes at a hot yoga studio. You know, that is what I mean by choosing differently, making choices, you know, figuring out ways to do things that will better and impact your life in a better way, improve your life, you know, all of it as a whole. But that requires you to choose differently than what you've been choosing previously, you know. And I think that, and I feel like that is a huge theme for 2024 and for the month of December. And these are the energies I'm feeling, I'm experiencing myself, that it is time for closure. It is time to close out these old paradigms, these old things that we've been doing and choosing and being, whether it be a job, whether it be a relationship that is not serving you, whether it be stuff that you need to get rid of, whatever the case may be. It's time to take that action and look at these parts of our lives so we can go into 2024 empowered, with our power in our own hands, not letting someone else dictate your power and where you're giving it to and how you're giving it, and them controlling you because you're giving your power away to them, whether it be a romantic relationship, a friendship, family dynamic, whatever the case may be. It's time that we take our power back. It's time that we realize how powerful we are, that we are the masters and the creators of our reality in our universe, and we're creating everything. And I started to realize that when I was walking through the supermarket, a health food store, and just seeing all the plant-based products. We created that in the collective. We wanted to see different types of foods, healthier foods, and I'm seeing it all over the place. With that being said, y'all, I love you all, man, from the bottom of my heart. Take your power back, man. Start looking at your own life and evaluating it, as this is the beginning of December, and it's a perfect time. You have a month to go. Look at your life, evaluate it. I love you all. I will see you soon in the next video. Take care of yourselves and each other. From my heart to yours. Let's go, Wisdom Warriors of Light. We got this.